Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 814.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about why online shopping is here to stay. Because during this whole COVID lockdown, a lot of things have changed and people have really moved online in a big way. Not only has that jumped us ahead, they say about 10 years in terms of using technology, but it's also changing our habits and the way we do things. And people now going into the holidays are shopping more online, are locked down at home in some cases like we are here in Southern California. Even restaurants are closed here now. So we are doing takeout. There's a lot of things that have to be ordered online, shopped for online, or searched for or researched online. And this is not a trend that will likely change very soon. So I wanted to share with you this article from CNBC written by Saheli Roy Chowdhury about why more people are doing their holiday shopping online and why this trend is here to stay. And she's got 3 bullet points. The first bullet point is the coronavirus pandemic has pushed many shoppers to make their purchases online, as many physical retail outlets across the world are either closed due to lockdown measures or have limited capabilities to maintain social distancing. Her second key point is e-commerce firms have reported record sales during major shopping events last month, including $115 billion from Alibaba and JD.com during Singles Day. And key point number 3, most analysts and e-commerce companies predict that the growing trend of online shopping is here to stay, even when the pandemic is over. The article is based in Singapore, and it says the last 3 months of the year are typically synonymous with malls and stores teeming with customers who stand in long, snaking queues to pay for their holiday shopping hauls. But due to the coronavirus pandemic this year, which forced countries around the world to either go into lockdown or enforce strict social distancing rules, a lot of the holiday shopping is being done online, according to multiple research reports. One recent report from McKinsey & Company found that 37% of respondents said they intended to spend more online during the holidays this year than they did in 2019. The report, which surveyed 3,500 holiday shoppers in September from the US, UK, China, Germany, and France, also found that only 10% said they intended to increase their time in physical stores. Since the survey was done, UK and parts of Europe went into further lockdown as COVID-19 cases surged. Consumers in those countries were likely to return to digital shopping, the firm predicted. With safety and uncertainty on shoppers' minds, McKinsey said how shopping is done and what consumers are going to buy are changing. Instead of door-busting crowds, 2020's holiday shoppers will return to apps and websites in record numbers and will take advantage of click and collect as an option that provides both safety and convenience, the consulting firm said in the report. It added that shoppers are likely starting early on their purchases to avoid potential delays in receiving their orders due to COVID-related supply chain disruptions. Data reported by e-commerce firms from several major online shopping events last month already point to more people buying online. Chinese e-commerce giants Alibaba and JD.com set new records by racking up around $115 billion in sales across their shopping websites during the Singles Day event in November. Southeast Asia's Lazada, which is owned by Alibaba, reported more than $100 million of sales in the first hour of the shopping event between midnight and 1 a.m. on November 11th. Online spending over Black Friday this year surged nearly 22% to hit a new record of $9 billion, while Cyber Monday online sales reached $10.8 billion, the largest U.S. online shopping day ever. Traditional retailers are increasing the investment and engagement on online channels, as this is something they can't ignore forever, Satish Meena, a senior forecast analyst at Forrester, told CNBC. He said while he expects the number of online shoppers to increase next year, retailers are still not prepared to deal with the shift. But now they are exploring additional investment, acquisitions, and partnerships with marketplaces to sell goods via online channels, Meena said, adding, "We expect more partnerships between traditional retailers and brands with marketplace to increase the exposure to online channels." While physical retailers have struggled this year, including the closure of iconic department store chain Robinsons in Singapore, e-commerce players in Southeast Asia are thriving. The year-end period is always peak season for e-commerce platforms because it's the traditional holiday season where people are buying more for themselves and their loved ones to celebrate festivities. Jessica Liu, co-president and regional head of commercial at Lazada Group, told NBC. For this year-end season, October through December, orders have doubled as more people are shopping online and more frequently, Liu added. Experts have predicted that shifts in consumption patterns observed due to the pandemic, such as a growing preference to shop online, is set to stay even after things become relatively normal. E-commerce growth is expected to continue, and at least in Southeast Asia, it is predicted to be the main driver of the region's internet economy, according to a commonly cited industry report. 2020 has been a year of accelerated digitalization, and we believe that it is a shift to online lifestyles that is broad, deep, and irreversible, Terrence Pang, Chief Operating Officer for e-commerce from Shopee, which is owned by the C Group, said in a statement. Shopee saw strong growth among buyers and sellers on its site throughout the year and sold 200 million items during its November 11th shopping event, according to the company. Pang said he expects to see e-commerce growth outside major cities next year as customers become more familiar and comfortable with e-commerce. They have come to expect reliable deliveries and ease of mind when making purchases, Pang told CNBC. Lazada's Liu added that not only will more people be shopping online next year, more companies, especially local small and medium businesses, will be selling through e-commerce sites. Gunjan Soni, CEO of e-commerce startup Zalora, told CNBC's Squawk Box Asia on Monday that her firm saw its online shoppers were making repeat purchases even in places where lockdown restrictions have relatively eased. That's what the research from many other platforms also seems to indicate, she said, that a whole new base of customers who had not yet experienced online has come, and I think definitely not all of them are going to stay. But definitely, we believe a large proportion of these will continue to stay online, whether it's for the ease of access or some of the exciting access to brands that you don't often get offline, Sony added. End of article. And I will post a link to this article in the show notes so you can take a look at it. But this is what I'm hearing is that we have moved giant leaps ahead with online shopping. I think trends are changing. It's not just about Amazon and Shopify anymore. It's for anybody who has a business to try to have some sort of online component, either as a complement to your business or as a way to drive customers to do more business. As everyone spends more time at home and more time in front of their computer, it seems, this is just a natural extension of social distancing and other mechanisms to try to stay safe during this time of COVID, but also to really be efficient with your time, whether that's having someone else deliver the items to you so you don't have to go to the store, or just the ease of shopping online and being able to browse through thousands of items and use search engines to help you find the exact right item without actually having to go physically and search for that item. So it makes sense to me that this trend is only going to get bigger, and we're going to see more and more businesses really beef up their online presence. So all that being said, you can see why I agree with this article that most e-commerce companies say that this online growing trend is here to stay, and I think online shopping, e-commerce, all these things will continue to be strong even when the pandemic is over. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available. And right now I have the holiday review contest going on where I'm giving away 20 prizes. And I've been requested to add in 5 of my additional prizes that I've done in past review contests. That's 5 one-on-one sessions with me. So I will boost it up to 25 prizes to be giving away this holiday season. 10 of my Wealth Heiress books autographed by me. The Wealth Heiress book was added to the list of all-time best wealth books by Book Authority. 10 of my Wealthy Mindset Blueprint audio sets valued at $197, and 5 one-on-one wealth mentoring sessions with me. To win in the drawing, all you need to do to enter is leave a review for Be Wealthy and Smart on iTunes. That will get your name in the drawing 1 time. And if you've read the Wealth Heiress book and leave a book review on Amazon, that will get your name in the drawing 2 times. And winners will be announced on the January 13th podcast. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.